The man discovered something terrifying while drinking tea. He realized his wife might have poisoned the water.
What did you do?
It's already in your system. In a few minutes, your heart will start to slow. It will be painless, just like falling asleep.
He clutched his stomach in pain and struggled toward the door. To stop her scheme, he went to the balcony, ready to fall. The wife followed closely, screaming wildly, pretending to regret it. But his eyes held only coldness. He smiled knowingly, and then fell without hesitation. The wife watched her husband collapse, yet she showed a strange smile. She opened the suitcase and took out his laptop, and her goal was finally achieved. She confidently entered the password, only to find the account required two-step verification. Besides the password, it needed facial recognition, and now his face could not be used. Panic flashed through her, but she refused to give up. She drove to her friend Arthur's studio, claiming her husband had a tragic accident and showing deep sorrow. Arthur did not doubt her and expressed sympathy. She pressed on, telling Arthur she missed her husband and wanted him to make a model to remember her love.
I need you to make me one of your maquettes of Max. I need to look into his eyes and beg the forgiveness of a ghost. And maybe he'll forgive me, and maybe he won't. Maybe I'm damned to follow him over that cliff.
Arthur could not refuse her sincerity. She recalled moments with her husband, then heard a strange sound. She looked back, seeing nothing, unaware that Arthur's apprentice had heard everything. After she drove off, the apprentice told Arthur that anyone using innocence to gain sympathy was suspicious. Lena dared to say it because she could tell lies through eyelid movements, but Arthur seemed unconvinced. He thought Laura lost her husband, and even if she deceived herself, it did not matter. He only wanted to help her fulfill her wish. They had a long, deep friendship, and he could not ignore his friend's pain. The apprentice wondered why the three had eventually gone separate ways. Arthur fell silent, then shared a story. In their youth, they started a film company. One scene required actors in water. For safety, a rescue device was attached to their wrists. When the warning light flashed, they would act immediately. But Arthur, a perfectionist, kept retaking the shots. This caused an actor to suffocate in the water. He had carried guilt ever since, and chose to leave, handing the company to two friends. The apprentice was moved and comforted his mentor.
So that's why you walked away from all this. Why did she set off the red light bulb?
I don't know.
Soon after, Arthur finished the friend's model. Laura eagerly opened the cabinet and found a near-perfect replica. She hurriedly tried the laptop after the first verification. She logged in successfully and quickly retrieved the needed files. Afterward, she called the company to demand the recently handled footage be sent to her. The company said the files had already been taken by a friend. Before she could react, she saw Arthur on the security footage.
Don't worry about it, Raoul. Forget I ever called.
Please, don't be mad at me.
Her gaze froze on the model. She reluctantly closed the laptop and went to open the door. Arthur had finally faced his dark past after talking with Lena. He contacted the archive staff, requesting the accident footage. Despite company rules, decades of friendship led the staff to bend the rules. Arthur skillfully opened the tape, reliving the hidden memories as if he were back at the accident. He did not expect a terrifying truth. The actor's warning light had been turned off. Arthur was stunned and speechless. He replayed the footage repeatedly, feeling a chill as the blurry quality forced him to use tools. Finally, he recognized the mastermind. Decades of guilt had haunted him, but he never anticipated that Laura had orchestrated it all. When the truth emerged, he went to Laura's place to understand her motives. Facing Arthur's questioning, Laura carried an air of apology. She said she had misunderstood the actress's actions, and had given a warning, fully investing in the project, every second precious. Her intent was to manage the bigger picture, but the path led to tragedy. She insisted it was a series of accidents. Arthur remained unmoved. He calmly produced the tape and asked if her husband knew the truth. Laura's response was vague, emphasizing only her focus on the bigger picture. Then she changed the subject to express her difficulties.
I move forward, always forward, and I am not going to lose what I built. And you're right that the dead can't forgive me, but they also can't hurt me.
Laura, let me ask you this. Did you have anything to do with Max's death?
He jumped right in front of me, like he wanted to punish me. My hand to God.
Arthur said nothing and finally destroyed the evidence. Laura's tense nerves relaxed. She felt grateful for Arthur's trust and prayed for her husband's spirit, hoping she would no longer resent herself. Arthur seemed to understand everything and quietly prepared to leave. Just as Laura thought it was over, she noticed something odd about the tape. She hurriedly took it out with a stick, noticing deliberate markings and that the blackout section was missing. Arthur had taken it. On the way home, Arthur's condition worsened. The car swayed, his consciousness fading. Through sheer will, he finally reached home. When When Lena arrived in a hurry, she found Arthur gone. The news of Arthur's death reached Laura. She immediately thought of the studio he left behind. She had always believed his achievements relied on company resources, so taking over seemed natural. She trusted the lawyer shared this view. Laura planned to claim everything Arthur left behind. Unexpectedly, she suddenly saw Lena, who had arrived without her noticing.